Everyone, I'm Tim. I'm the PM for the package stage, and today I'm with Katie, and we would like to tell you about some of the exciting features that we have planned for milestone 15.1. So the first one that I'd like to mention is, in case you are not familiar, we are in the process of migrating the GitLab.com container registry to the next generation registry, which will have improved performance. In the future, we'll have an improved UI and also support a variety of new features like signing of images and other important features. So in 15.1, we will be migrating the premium tier from the old registry to the new registry. There's nothing that you have to do to support this. We just wanted to let you know that you should expect to see some performance improvements roll out throughout the milestone. The next set of features that we're working on is making sure that all package features, so really the package registry and container registry, are Fips compliant. Fips compliance really allows GitLab to work with any US government agency. It's a requirement for FISMA and FedRAMP as well. So we have 7 issues open for this milestone to ensure that GitLab is Fips compliant on the package stage in 15.1. Next up, I wanted to highlight 2 bugs. So this one here, there's a new version of pip that's been released, and the GitLab PyPI repository is not in spec with the new version of pip, which will, as of June, we'll stop working unless we fix this bug. So there should be no disruption for you, but we wanted to let you know that by the end of 15.1, we will be compliant with the new version of pip as well. And I was mentioning the container registry rollout. Well, as part of that, there's a bug where we are only showing 100 tags per image in the UI. It's because pagination is not currently supported in the next gen container registry. So this bug will resolve that. Hopefully this isn't hitting too many people yet, but as we continue to migrate to the new registry, this bug will become more prevalent. So we're making sure we address it before it becomes a growing problem. And I think, Katie, do you want to talk through the next issue?
Sure. So in talking to customers, we discovered that customers want a way to manage storage used by snapshots and pre-releases. So when you upload a package of the same name and version to the registry, it effectively duplicates the assets. An example of an asset could be like a POM or a jar file. So this issue allows the user to be able to say how many duplicate assets that they want to keep. And rather than keeping all, which is the default, they can choose a lower number, and hopefully that helps manage the storage costs used by snapshots and pre-releases in GitLab.
Great. That sounds really useful. And you want to talk through this one?
Yeah, sure. So this issue is a stretch goal for 15.1. So at the moment, when you're looking at your container registry list, actually only if you search the name of the image repository do you return any results. So the certain parts of the path don't work with the filter. We've also seen in customer interviews that this very long path in the UI can be sometimes a little bit hard to read. So ideally, we'd like to improve both the filter behavior and hopefully make the path a little bit easier to read. So in order to determine what the best solution to this problem is, we're actually conducting a survey at the moment. And this survey is to understand how customers would like the data presented on the front end. For example, should we trim the front of the path to make it more usable? So this survey is out now, and when we get the responses in, we'll make a decision about how to improve this behavior.
Awesome. And if anyone is opinionated about that, they could reach out in this issue and schedule some time to talk to us as well.
Yeah.
And there's one other research project we're working on.
Yeah. So we are starting an initiative, which we're calling Touchpoint Interviews. And generally, when we do user research, we have a very set script and we have a specific thing that we want to learn about. The purpose of this research is actually to have a slightly more informal format where we'd just love to talk to customers and understand how they're using any of the package features at the moment. to understand, for example, what are your workflows? What are your pain points? What are the questions that we might not have been asking in research to this point? So if you're interested in participating, please reach out because we'd love to talk to you.
I agree. And I'm really interested in learning some of those cross-stage workflows too, in particular, how people are using package with secure features as well as release. I see a lot of crossover in customer calls. So it'd be great to see how we could help fill in the gaps to improve cross-stage usage. Cool. Well, it seems like a very exciting milestone for us. Thanks, Katie, for reviewing that. And yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out in the issues. And thank you very much.
Thanks.